7-star Typhlosion Tera raids have officially been announced, and our boy's coming at us with a ghost Tera type. So it's time to start looking at some builds that we can use to take down this guy as easily as possible. And we're going to start off with a banger with Cerulege. So let's take a look at exactly what you're going to need to do to build yourself the ultimate Cerulege to take down Typhlosion the Unrivaled. Alright, now if you're going to build yourself the ultimate Cerulege to take on Typhlosion, you're obviously going to need to get a Cerulege first. And in order to do that, you're going to need to get yourself a Charcadet. Now, Charcadet has many spawns all across the map. However, a very easy place to get him is to come over here to West Province Area 1 Central. Come over to this Pokestop right over here. And when you get over here, you're going to want to make yourself a level 1 fire encounter sandwich, which is just the pickle sandwich. I won't bore you guys with showing you how to do that, but once you do that, that has fire encounter level 1, and when you do fire encounter level 1 over here, Charcadet spawns like no one's business. So you can see we've already seen like 3 of them already. If you come over here towards this cliff area and look down and hop down this way, you're gonna see that there are a ton more that spawn down here. It's actually kind of crazy how many of these guys you can run into. But once you found yourself one, you're gonna run into him, and your first step, as always, is to get yourself a Charcadet. Hey, there we go, crit capture. Nice. Alright, so once you've got yourself a Charcadet, it is time to move on to the next step to get yourself Cerulege. And this is the part that can get a little tricky. So after you've got yourself a Charcadet, in order to evolve him into Cerulege, you're going to have to fly over to Zapapico, and you're gonna have to come over to the fountain over here. And you're gonna see this guy standing right here. Now, if you have Scarlet, this will not work because this is a Violet exclusive Pokemon. But if you have Violet, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and get 10 Sinistea chips, which you get from taking out Sinistea cups. And you're gonna come over here and you're gonna trade this guy, and he will give you the malicious armor. If you have Scarlet, you're gonna have to find a friend that is either willing to trade you Cerulege or willing to trade you the malicious armor. But once you have that armor set, what you're gonna do is have Charcadet in your party. You're gonna come over to your other items bag. You're gonna come down, grab your malicious armor, and you're going to use it on your Charcadet. And once you do that, Charcadet will evolve into Cerulege. And look at that, there's our nice edgy emo boy. Alright, so Charcadet is officially evolved into Cerulege, which means it is time to start hammering out EVs and IVs for this guy. So I'll see you guys in just a second. So now that we're ready for EV and IV training, the first place we're gonna go is we're gonna head over to a town that has a Chansey supply. My town of choice, as always, is still Levencia North, but once you get there, you're gonna hop in, make sure that your Cerulege is at the top of your party, and you're gonna use whatever method you find useful or, beneficial to you to get him to level 100. I'm gonna grab my XL XP candies. I'm gonna grab these, use 42 of them, put this guy at level 100. He's gonna wanna learn some moves. We're not gonna learn any of them right now because we're gonna change him in just a few minutes anyway. Boom, and just like that, once your Cerulege is up to level 100, you can hop on your ride Pokemon, head down to Chansey Supply, because it's time to start spending some money. Alright, now that we're inside Chansey Supply, let's talk about what you're gonna need to buy in order to get your EV set up for Cerulege to take on Typhlosion. So we're gonna start off by making sure that we max out Cerulege's EVs in his physical attacks. So if you don't have them already, make sure that you get 25 proteins. After that, we're gonna dump 132 EVs into Cerulege's special defense. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you have 13 zinc. And we're also gonna dump 124 EVs into his speed. So we're gonna grab ourselves 12 Carbos if you do not have them already, which I don't. And we're also gonna wanna make sure that our Cerulege has an adamant nature. So if you do not have an adamant mint, make sure that you go ahead and grab one before you hop out of here. And once you have that, you should be good to go. You are going to fork over 400,000 Poké Dollars. And I'm gonna pay these with my league points. And now let's hop out and get this guy built. So now that we're back outside, we're gonna make sure Cerulege is at the top of our party. We're gonna head to our bag, head to our other items pockets, and we're gonna start off with our physical attacks. So we're gonna grab our protein. We're gonna make sure that we use 25 of these on our Cerulege. Just like so. We're gonna come down, we're gonna grab our zinc for our special defense. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use 13 of these. on our boy CERULEDGE. And then we're gonna grab our Carbos and we're gonna use 12 of these on CERULEDGE as well. So just like so. And to finish things out, to round them out, we're gonna come back down, we're gonna grab our Muscle Feathers. We're gonna go ahead and use 2 Muscle Feathers on CERULEDGE to finish maxing out his physical attack. We're gonna come down, we're gonna grab our Clever Feathers. We're gonna use 2 of these to finish off the EVs that we need for special defense. And then we're gonna grab our Swift Feathers and we're gonna use 4 of these on him to finish off our speed. Just like so. And with that, we need to grab our Adamant Mint real quick to alter his stats, just like that. Yep, we know it's gonna alter his stats. And with that, CERULEDGE is pretty much built for EVs, so let's take a look at what he should look like. So we're gonna have CERULEDGE level 100, fire type, or fire and ghost typing. Should have max EVs in physical attack with some EVs in special defense and speed. And as far as our ability goes, we want to make sure for this one that our ability is Flash Fire, okay? And the reason for that is if we're hit with a fire type move, we're going to absorb that fire type move, which is going to be super helpful for TYPHLOSION to make sure that we don't get hit by his fire type attacks. And we have an adamant nature on top of this, so physical attack up, special attack down. And with that, we're ready to move on and talk about our IVs. So I'll see you guys at our favorite spot in just a second. And now that we're up in Mountain Bear, now we're gonna go back behind the Pokemon Center. We're gonna find our shady friend with the glasses, and we're gonna hyper train our newly acquired CERULEDGE. So we're gonna grab this guy. We're gonna use our normal bottle caps because gold ones are too much of a waste. And for this one, we are going to hyper train everything except our special attack because we are not a special attacker. And boom, just like that, your hyper training is done. So let's take a look at what moves CERULEDGE is gonna need to know in order to take on TYPHLOSION the Unrivaled. Side note, before we talk about moves, let's talk about the held item for CERULEDGE. We're gonna use the Shell Bell as our held item for this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the Delibird Gifts in Levincia North. You're gonna grab yourself a Shell Bell, come into your, or go to give CERULEDGE a held item. You're gonna select your Shell Bell, give it to him, and just like that, you got your held item ready to go. Let's talk about moves. All right, and for our move set for CERULEDGE, we are gonna want it to look exactly like this. Move number 1 is Sword Stance, which is a move CERULEDGE learned by level, so that one's pretty easy. Move 2 is Shadow Claw. It's another move that CERULEDGE learned via level. Move 3 is Leer. It's just another move CERULEDGE learns by level. And finally, we have Helping Hand, which is the only move in this list that CERULEDGE has to learn via TM. So there's your moves that CERULEDGE is going to need to know in order to take down TYPHLOSION the Unrivaled. And with that, we're done and ready to go. So let's take a look at this guy and what the strat is to take down TYPHLOSION. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your CERULEDGE that is going to dominate the TYPHLOSION raids and make TYPHLOSION one of the easiest 7-star raids we've done. So it should look something like this now that we're complete. CERULEDGE, level 100, Fire and Ghost typing. Tera type on this one, if you want to do some more damage, change it to Ghost Tera typing. The held item is the Shell Bell. EVs, we have max EVs in our physical attack with some in our special defense, in our speed. Our ability is Flash Fire, which is CERULEDGE's hidden move, so you'll have to use a patch, an ability patch to switch that over. With an adamant nature, so physical attack up, special attack down. Our move set is Sword Stance, Shadow Claw, Leer, and Helping Hand. And the strategy for this one is pretty simple. You're gonna hop into a raid, use Sword Stance, or use Leer until TYPHLOSION decides that he wants to cleanse. After he's cleansed, you're gonna use Sword Stance to bulk yourself up and then spam Shadow Claw, absolutely pummel TYPHLOSION into the ground. Helping Hand is there in case you're doing online raids and you need to boost somebody else's attack up to deal that final blow or deal that extra bit of damage you need in order to break TYPHLOSION's shield. And with that, you're pretty well ready to go, everybody. So, that is CERULEDGE to take on TYPHLOSION the Unrivaled. This raid's gonna be awesome, and I know you guys got this. So get out there, make the build. Remember, got this, I believe in you. Have fun. Let me know how it works down in the comments below or what other ideas for builds you guys have. And I'll see you guys in the next one.